At Salesforce, we really see that there are 5 big transformations going on in enterprise software. You just saw a great example by Leandro of the first one, which is intelligence and the power of AI that's transforming enterprise software. But there's also transformation of speed, of productivity, of mobility, and connectivity. And I want to walk through those with you right now. So at Salesforce, we know it's important that you go faster in your work. And that's why we delivered Salesforce Lightning. And how is that helping you go faster? Well, number one, what's important to me is when you're using Salesforce, I don't want you to be clicking around to do your job. I want you to do it as fast as you can. And so from an experience perspective, we studied usage patterns, and we wanted to make sure that it was as fast as possible for you to get the job done. And if you need to tweak that, it's not quite right, because we didn't predict exactly how your business process works, because every company is different. Well, the Salesforce platform gives that to you because we give you the Lightning Builder. You can actually drag and drop and modify our UI with just clicks, not code. Super fast. And that's not all. If you are missing some components, or you need new functionality, or you need an application that you can't find, there's the Salesforce ecosystem, the App Exchange. And if you go next door in the campground, you'll see great examples of partners who are doing just that. And with Lightning, we want to keep giving you more functionality. So we also just delivered this spring 200 more features in Salesforce Lightning. We're constantly innovating, giving you more power and more speed. Now, for those of you who are in e-commerce, who have maybe a brick and mortar store or you're online, and you want to tie it all together, how do you go faster to bring that together? Well, we have unified commerce with the Salesforce Commerce Cloud. It's actually a new acquisition we did last year. The Salesforce Commerce Cloud gives you unified commerce, so it doesn't matter where you are. If you're online, if you're on your phone, if you're on your laptop, if you're in the store, it's one unified experience. It's one unified way to do commerce. And it also has the power of AI built right in. So you have predictive commerce, just like you have the power of like an Amazon.com recommendation for you and your e-commerce. So that's all about speed. But how many of you in the room have heard of or used a product called Quip? I know I do. I use it all the time. We actually used it to prepare for this show. A lot of hands went up at Salesforce. That's another acquisition that we've done. It's a new application that we have. I encourage you all to go and download it. Download it for free. Start using it. It's on the App Store. And what is it? Well, first of all, it's a productivity suite, but it's new because it started with mobility, the transformation of mobility. It's mobile first, and it's also offline. So if you're on an airplane, let's say, you're flying on one of these airplanes that for some reason doesn't have Wi-Fi, because I still am experiencing that. I don't know if you are. It still works. You can still do your documents and your spreadsheets. And it's totally integrated with Salesforce. It's intimately intertwined. So as you're building your business processes and you want to collaborate with your colleagues, you want to have a discussion around a document, you do that within a document. You share it on a group. You put it on an opportunity. You put it on a deal. You can even collaborate with your customers. That's the power of productivity with Quip. Now, the mobile revolution. Well, many of you probably know about Salesforce One. I couldn't be more proud with the application that I created with my team at Salesforce. It is the #1 mobile application, enterprise mobile application in the world. 1.5 million people use that product on their phones every month. That's pretty incredible. That is adoption. So much so that we actually have an award for the best enterprise mobile app from the Global Mobile Awards. But you know what? Every company says, well, that's great. Love the Salesforce One app, but you know what? We're not blue like you. We're red, we're Coke, or we're Schneider Electric, we're green. And we said, okay, we'll let you brand it. We'll let you customize it and brand it. And then people said, well, that's great, but I go to the App Store and I can't find my green app. I can't find my red app. I still download a blue app. And we said, you know what? What we're gonna do for you is we will automatically upload to the App Store a fully brandable application, Salesforce One, but it's your application. It's my Salesforce One. And people like Home Depot and Schneider and Unilever are using that to have their own version of Salesforce up on the App Store downloaded, and I encourage you all to do that today. Now, the IoT revolution. Well, why is IoT interesting for Salesforce? IoT's happening. There are IP-enabled devices everywhere, your car, your thermostat. Everything is being connected to the internet. Why is that interesting to Salesforce? Why should it be interesting to you? Well, there's 75 billion of those things right now, smart things out in the world, But behind those events, those devices are people. Somebody owns that thermostat. Somebody lives in that home. Somebody is driving that car. And what we want to help you with in real time is to understand that customer. Are they hot? Are they cold? Are they happy? Are they in an automobile accident and need help? The insurance carrier would probably actually like to know that. And so with the IoT cloud, with the Thunder IoT cloud, we'll give you that real-time connectivity so that you can connect with your customers and understand and help them and serve them better and create happier and better relationships. Now, all of this comes together in what we call the Intelligent Customer Success Platform. Been working on it for 18 years. I'm very, very proud of it. At the base layer, of course, is the trusted multi-tenant kernel running and securing your data in the cloud here July 1st in Canada. That's right. Your data securely managed in those data centers, so you don't have to worry. We will manage it for you. We will protect it, whether it's your CRM data, your IoT data, your social data. Einstein is now right there with your data, securely connecting to it. You don't have to form that connection. Deriving that intelligence, that AI from that data, and surfacing it into that Lightning UI, which you can use and customize and go quickly. And then use all of that power of your data and your AI and the Lightning UI in your applications, whether it's in sales or service or marketing or commerce, all powering the customer success platform, all powering how you connect with your customers and making better relationships. Now, at Salesforce, we always like to bring it home to customers. That's really how I think. That's how I keep myself honest, make sure I'm building the right products, making sure that we're that's why I'm in Toronto, frankly. I was meeting with customers. And one of the customers is Benoit here with CAE. Benoit, welcome.
Hi, Parker.
Or should I say bienvenue? Maybe.
Either works.
Either works. Well, Benoit, we talked about CAE earlier in the show. I tried to explain it.
I'm going to explain
but if you wouldn't mind, explain to everyone else, what is CAE? Because
actually, CAE is the global leader in the end-to-end training market. We provide training from virtual to live training, essentially in the civil aviation, defense and security, and healthcare segment of the industry. Our goal is to improve travel safety, increase mission readiness on the military side, and improve patient safety. So basically, we're a great Canadian success. We're first in 7th of our 8 market. We train about 120,000 crew members every year from 300 different airlines and operators. Basically, we have 1,000 pilots, 2,000 instructors. We train on 150 different aircraft types. And chances are, when you're flying, there's 80% of the chance that the crew that's on your plane has been trained by us. We're present in 50 countries. 190 countries represents our customer base. So it's quite an interesting company.
That's wonderful. And so I know I talked a little bit about how Salesforce has been working with you, but maybe elaborate, how have we been helping you?
Well, actually, about a year or so ago, we started on a trust to improve our position, although we're the global leader. So we're working with Salesforce to provide to our markets essentially legendary customer experience, improve asset efficiency, improve our margins, and basically that's it. And we had great success.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We're currently deploying Salesforce on our business aviation side. So basically we have over 50 training locations. So any major airport between Dallas and Dubai where we have training facilities using Salesforce. Our next step is that's on the business aviation side. Our next step is to deploy Salesforce on the commercial aviation side, and we'll be essentially covering the world.
Yeah, so the great example, we spoke at dinner last night, you were saying a pilot walks in, and normally they used to have to come in and write on the piece of paper, all their information, and probably frustrated the pilots, and now it's totally different.
Actually, a training event costs anywhere between $10,000 and $150,000. Wow. That's a load of money. That's a lot of money. So what we're capable of doing right now is all the registration is done way ahead of time. So when he shows up at one of our training facilities, he basically shows up his passport, and we validated all his credentials, his licenses, and things like that. So he's really treated like he deserves to be treated.
Yeah, or she.
Or she, obviously.
Yeah, excellent. What's next? Where are you headed?
Well, as I mentioned, we're deploying the platform in the rest of the commercial aviation side, and we're doing what I call it the second wave. So we've done the business aviation training. Now we're looking at all of what we've done, and we're taking it to the next step. We really want to. We're competing with Boeing, Airbus, Lockheed, and Textron. So those are big guys, much, much, much bigger than us. So we really want to corner the market by securing the position with what you're giving us.
That's wonderful. Well,
so we're really happy.
Thank you, Benoit. And let me know how I can help you going forward. Thanks for being here. Please thank Benoit. Thank you.